Hey friends, welcome to my page DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Tuesday! And I just keep getting better, more better. I keep getting better each day. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I knew that was going to happen. I jinxed myself. I should never say that. So I still have the cough. I know it's going to hang on for weeks. I remember last time when I actually had this and it did that. So actually the last time I had it, all I had was a runny nose. I didn't even know I had it until I realized I couldn't taste anymore. So anyways, how was your Monday? I hope you had a good day. I got a lot of things accomplished. A lot of orders went out. There's a lot more in there. Do you even know how many built up last week? Quite a few. So thank you for being so patient. Tara will actually be back today. She did not come back yesterday. We decided, let's just keep you away one more day just in case. But even though I felt fine, it was kind of a thing with her. She has to just make extra sure that she doesn't get sick. And I knew I was fine, but wanted to make sure that she felt comfortable. And if she has to stay away one extra day, that was absolutely fine with me because I just got a bazillion things done yesterday. I had so much energy. Finally, I have my energy back. When I had my fever, I was so weak. I don't know, I could hardly just walk from my bedroom to the kitchen to get a drink of water and back. So anyways, it is good to be healthy again. And I got a little sign made last night. I didn't get a lot of my stuff done last night, but I got tons of orders ready to ship. All my Etsy orders caught up, just, good day. And all my paperwork done for my bookkeeping job. So, hey, yesterday was a fantastic Monday, which doesn't usually happen for me. So if you're out there watching, just say hello. We're going to make a hello, sweet summer watermelon sign. And it's cute. It's like a watermelon popsicle. And it has these little crows and these little sunflowers on it. It is super sweet. And then I will show you this fun little project. So this was the next one. I think this one is called Puppy Love. So I got it painted. It was posted yesterday on there. A lot of you guys ordered it, but I wanted to make sure I painted it. So there is a cute little sample. Let me just go in closer so you can see. Actually, we could just go down to the board. Yeah, we could do that. How about if we do that? So hope you all are doing okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. See, box frame. So I have the 5x5 box frames, and this turned out super cute. This actually is one where the piece slides out. So I painted the background blue, and I chalked my little pattern on the back, and I added my little cutout. And then this is a stander. So I'm just doing a whole section of peanuts in my craft show. So I am getting well on the way with a lot of things, and I can't wait to see their next collection. Here's what I'm hoping. I don't know for sure, but I'm hoping that there's one more release in the summer for when we go to ChalkCon. I hope that there's a small collection of peanuts transfers at that event. So I guess time will tell. So yeah, that's the next thing coming up for a big release. We have the Tiffany Thiessen release that is coming on Thursday. Tomorrow I will be seeing everything and we'll be able to share that with you. Let me just go in closer. Look how cute this is. Isn't it adorable? It's a popsicle. It's a popsicle. It's made of a watermelon popsicle. Okay, I need to share this to VIP. Let me get my comments over here going. I can't even see comments yet because I didn't do it yet. So, let's see. All right, let me find myself on here. It's one of those mornings. Oh my goodness. So so many distractions. Need to just stay focused. One of my distractions is there are so many puppies out there being found right now, and it's a critical time because in many counties now close to me, it is getting very hot. And this weekend we were at 100 degrees, and when dogs get lost and it's that hot, they die. So I'm just like, it's so sad. And over in Arizona, it's terrible. There's so many that have been lost in the last couple of days. I don't know. Maybe it's just in my feed. I don't know, but it's an incredible amount of dogs just getting out. So watch your dogs. Make sure your gates are closed. Make sure your fences are mended. And don't let your dogs out unattended because people swipe them. Yeah. Okay. So one more cough to just get it out of the way. Okay. Let me see my comments here, guys. Let me put myself up in the corner. Darlene, go to the corner, Darlene. Okay, there I am. Hi. Hi, guys. Good morning, Lynn. How are you? Hi, Betty. Hi, Pam. Good morning, Lisa. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Lori. Oops. Good morning, Barb. Yeah, I wish I could have hard candy and cough drops, but I can't. Thank you so much for the suggestion. But they all have corn in them that I have found. I have made my own before in desperation. When I got pneumonia one time, and when I would cough so hard, I would pee my pants. And so I did make my own little cough drops by boiling sugar and water and brown sugar. So yeah, but I cannot, I've not found any that don't have corn or a substitute that I can't have. But yeah, it's always a great thing to do that. I remember I love, you know, the ones that I miss the most, those Luden, the ones that, Ricola, there you go. The lemon Ricola, weren't they just the best? Aren't they just the best? I know they haven't gone away. I'm going to take a drink of water. I just drink water is what I do. So when I start coughing, I drink water. It gets my throat all lubricated again. So hopefully I don't cough for a little bit. So hi, Julie. How are you? Hi, Shelly. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Holly. Thank you so much. Hi, Janine. Good morning, Deb, my sister. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Hi, Holly. Hi, Kimberly. 110 at the show at Summer's Pass. Yeah, that is so stinking hot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was over 100 here. It was like 101. So yeah, Lisa, unfortunately, many things have corn in them. People don't know, and you don't even think about it until you have an allergy to it. So yes, even Benadryl has corn in it as a binder. But when I had to use it as a rescue medicine over in Africa, I still had to use it because I was dying, basically. So I had to use it. All right, let's get started with this fun project and see how this goes. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of little pieces. Okay, so watermelon seeds, teeny tiny buttons. There's just a lot of pieces to this little thing. Okay, so backer goes here, and then we'll just pick all of our pieces off. I think this is going to be big enough. I wanted to just have something that would fit everything, but we'll see how this goes. Here's all my seeds. I'll take those off before they run away. It's easy to lose one of those. Okay, so we have our different pieces here. That can go there, and this can go here. And then all of our crows. We'll do all of our crows in a row. There should be 3 crows. There's 3 crows. And then here's the stick. We have button. Where's your button? Okay, so all the little buttons. Oops, upside down. There we go. Oh my goodness. Well, I feel like, so there was something really crazy that happened at our rescue this past week. The intake was higher than I think it's ever been. And some of the intake was, okay, so of course I'm thinking, was I just delirious with fever, or did this actually happen? I have to go back and look. Guinea pigs, like 45 guinea pigs were surrendered, and there was another animal that was an unusual animal that was surrendered besides dogs and cats. I can't remember what it was now, but it was not a normal animal that you would see surrendered. But can you imagine getting in that many guinea pigs? they are used to getting in a few dozen animals at each shelter. This particular shelter, I think, got 86 animals, if I recall correctly. But forgive me because my fever might just have me a little off on my numbers. But 45 or 47 of them were guinea pigs. Hello, somebody is not doing the right thing. Okay. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we have an extra row down here. That's okay. Maybe we'll move something down there so that my hand doesn't just keep sticking. Maybe we'll just put this down here. And let's put these down here so my hand doesn't just stick to that bottom row. How about that? Hi, Jenny. How are you? Oh, yes, perfect. That is perfect. It is sitting out there waiting for you. So, anytime. I don't even have to be here. It's just at my house. Okay, let's get started on this. I'm going to move this up so you can see everything. There we go. Escondido has over, yes. Okay, perfect. See, now they have over 100. Okay, so I must have seen the very first, and that's what Escondido is part of our county here, so that must be the shelter that I'm thinking of. They have over 100 guinea pigs now. They got confiscated. Isn't that crazy? All of a sudden to have all those, and they had a whole bunch of other animals that came in. I have to go back and look at the post because now I am just very curious. Anyways, guys, if you're gonna get animals, please get them spayed or neutered, and do not breed guinea pigs. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine what that house smelled like to have that many guinea pigs in it. And they must be selling to pet stores or selling through Marketplace. I don't know, you can't sell through Marketplace, but sell through Craigslist, Swap Meet. I don't even know. Where do you sell all those guinea pigs, and do you do it for snake food? I don't understand. Okay, so the things that need to be this color. Okay, so this is burlap. Let's do our background. Let's get that out of the way. Our colors we're using: burlap, Tuscan red. Our watermelon is going to be Tuscan red and vintage pink. And then our greens are a new one, lush green. It's a new one. You don't have to use that. You can use medium Hauser green. Aloe. Marigold is my yellow, but you can use any yellow that you have. Deep ochre is a good one. Slate gray and burnt umber, black and white. So what do you use for your board that you put the tape on? This is just cardboard. So I use wood. I use cardboard. I use any type of scrap that I have that I think will fit that I need, So yeah, this is just cardboard that came out of a kit. For example, it came out of one of the signs that I just got done doing. I'm trying to think of what I have. I don't have any. One of these type of signs that was that size. So I save all my pieces that come with this. They come with cardboard behind them. I save it and I just use it because it's easy. Hi Doris, my sister. How are you? Okay, let's get started on this. This is burlap. Okay, so I'm gonna just put some on here. That's probably enough for the entire thing. So, yep, that cough will just continue. I'm sorry, I know it's annoying, but it's annoying for me. It's got to be annoying for everybody. But it doesn't hurt. It just is. It's just that cough. When you've been sick or had pneumonia or bronchitis, and that darn cough lingers for months. This is supposed to linger for weeks is what I am told, and I am just prepared for that, and I'll be grateful if it does not. So anyways, I like this color, but you could do it in color. Light buttermilk would be cute too. No, you can do it black because the crows. I'm looking at the colors that you could do it. Light blue would be really cute. I think burlap's going to be a good color. That's the color that they had chosen. And I try to sometimes just do exactly what they did, or I'll change it to match our other decor. Okay, so there's that. Let me get a little paper towel over here. Sometimes you just got to cough it out too. You just got to do it. Oh yeah. Yep, Kimberly. This, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I use. I save all my cardboard and then I use it. And if I don't use it for this, sometimes we use it to package your orders so that they don't break. And sometimes, despite all the carefulness that we do, things still break. Oh my goodness, guys. I had an Etsy order. So I had a large picture frame, an 8x10 picture frame that the person received it, and the glass was shattered, and instead of contacting me and saying, hey, can you send me a replacement, no, they opened a case through Etsy. Isn't that crazy? They could have just said, hey Darlene, I received my order and it was broken, can you send me a replacement? And I would say, oh yeah, sure, it's in the mail tomorrow. And so what I did was I immediately sent them the glass, which Amazon sent it the next day. Well, guess what? Etsy refunded them. Now, Etsy has a replacement value type thing that they will replace things for their customers. I don't know if customers know about this or not, but it does work. So it doesn't cost me anything. They don't even charge me. They don't back charge me nothing. Okay, so that's black and this is marigold. Marigold for my flowers. So anyways, I had already sent the glass. I had already resolved the issue, but Etsy refunded the guy entirely for his whole picture frame. And it didn't come out of my money. It came out of their pocket. So I thought, well, that was really crazy. But anyways, if you ever have an issue with one of our kits and there's a missing piece or there is a broken part, let me know, because we need to know those things. If it's that we're not being careful enough, we will be more careful. Or if we need to add a little more protection, we'll do that. So anyways, thank you for listening. Oh my goodness. Okay, burnt umber. So burnt umber is going to be the color of our stick and our buttons, and then also the color of the base. So yeah, I mean, I've received things that were broken, and all I did was I just sent a message to whoever sent it to me and said, hey, sorry to let you know, but this arrived broken, and can you send me a replacement? Yeah. Isn't that that's a nice thing to do, right? So what happens with Etsy when people file a claim, they stop sending you orders. And I'm like, okay, as soon as you resolve it, then you're back on. But it's just kind of a crazy thing. I would rather deal with the person instead of the company. So, the person is the one that's going to resolve it, not the Etsy place, right? So anyways, just rambling. Sometimes I just gotta ramble, right? Okay. Popsicle is going to be a combination. So we are going to do vintage pink, and then we're going to add some shading of our Tuscan red after it's all dry. So I have all these bottles that are brand new. Why did I grab those? I have enough up on the shelves, but I brought paint in from the other room. Okay. Enough coughing this morning, guys. You would think it wouldn't be this bad, but it really just, sometimes I just get that coughing fit, and just got to keep drinking water. So I picked a quick project. We're going to be having quick projects all week because I don't need to be on here a long time and be coughing a bazillion times. So, okay, this is vintage pink. Just going to paint it pink, and then we will go back and we will shade the edges with our Tuscan red. So I have a lot of projects in the works. Some projects I'm just going to paint and show you pictures. Other projects I will do the tutorials. Like if it's a group of things like these and I paint a couple in the group, you will know just by looking at them. You will know what everything else should be like. So I don't feel like I need to paint every single part of a project of a group of things. I feel like if I paint a couple of the items in that group, that you should easily be able to figure out the rest by looking at the pictures. So hopefully that works. I just know that I have a bazillion transfers over here that I need to show you how to use. And I have a whole bunch of cutouts that I'm so excited to show you. So I have a lot of things going. Okay, Tuscan Red. We're gonna do, the words are gonna be Tuscan Red. Gonna get that done. So one thing I want to do, I saw one of the other designers doing this, and she used the Comet instead of using ink. Did you see that? And it bleaches out the shirt. And I actually have the perfect grayish shirt to do it with. She had a gray shirt, and I loved the retro look that it gave the letters. And I need to do one for me. So that will be one of our projects, maybe tomorrow. I probably have to keep the door open. I don't know how I'll do with the Comet with bleach in it, but I will be keeping my door open and have lots of ventilation. Have you guys seen that? What do you think of that? So I do know that some people say you should spray it with a mixture of, what is it? Hydrogen peroxide and water to stop the bleach process. Who knows about that can tell me. So I think it's a 50-50 mixture of water and bleach. Is that correct? Who knows that? So I'll have that available, but also just washing it right away will stop the bleaching. But Sarah, I think it would be great. I am looking forward to trying that. I have the perfect gray shirt and I can't wait to try it. Okay, I need just a tiny bit of white, and this is almost out. So there we go. Just that tiny bit for the white part. Yeah, I've been waiting to do that shirt. I just didn't know what I wanted to do on it. But I want to do the Snoopy USA just like she did because it just turned out so cute. And then I can wear it all the time because, 4th of July is like our next major holiday besides Father's Day. And I don't make a ton of things for Father's Day. We will make a few things for Father's Day, but not a bazillion. Okay, so my color for this is going to be my aloe. Did I get the right color? I did. Okay, aloe. And then lush green, I guess, is what you would shade it with, but I don't really see much shading on there, so I'm not sure. I think you're using soft scrub with Clorox. Yeah, I do. I have soft scrub with Clorox, and then I also have which Brenda used, the Comet with Clorox. So I have both. I actually bought both because here I am. I'm not doing anything. I'm Jenny. Yeah, to stop the bleaching process. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thanks. I'll look up I'll look it up because I know there is a magical combination of what you should use. The formula, like half and half or 10% this. I need to look it up. Okay, so this is aloe. That's my green. Did I do it wrong? No, that's correct. Okay, that piece is that color. Okay, let's do our second coats. But let's dry everything. We'll do our second coats. We're going to make it through this. This is the small size. So this does come in 2 sizes. I'm going to give you the link for that. And then all the other all the other watermelon things are in that same collection. So let me find that for you. It is in our everyday cutouts, everyday home decor. Let me see. Everyday home decor. Okay, I'm going to give you the link to the collection so that you can see all of the different watermelon things. There's a lot of other things in there too, but the top items will be all the watermelon stuff. So if you need to have this or any of the other things that go with it, you can grab that. Okay, so trying to multitask. Am I doing okay? Am I doing okay? Who knows? All right. Okay, second coats on things. Let me look at it and see what needs a second coat. Okay, so my brown stick. My buttons, I like them the way they are. My sunflowers are perfect. Gosh, guys, my white needs a second coat. Not a lot needs a second coat, actually. I kind of like my red the way it is. I like my watermelon like that. Hopefully my voice will not be squeaky after a few days. But you know what? The fact that I am feeling so good, have energy. I went walking last night with hubby with the dogs and did really good. On Sunday, I wasn't sure I was going to make it, but it was hot. It was hotter Sunday during the day. And so it was humid outside at that point. Okay, so we actually have everything painted, but we do have to shade our watermelon. That is the only thing that we're going to shade. Maybe we'll shade this. Okay, so I do have this other green, and I have it for a reason, I'm sure. The Lush green. Let me get out a small little thing and some brushes to do this with. Hopefully I have my brushes in here that I need. That one will work. I think. I'd like to have a small one. Hello! Where's the small brush? This will just... No, that one won't work. I think the dog ate my homework. I'm not always prepared. That's okay. That is a-okay. You know what? I am just going to wing this. We are going to wing this. All right. So I have for my green, we're just going to go around the edge just a tiny bit. So, sorry. I have to use my teeth for that to open that. So what are you guys doing this week? Tell me about your week, because I just am working, getting caught up. I actually am very caught up. I got more paperwork in last night, so I do need to do that. But I was caught up yesterday, and guess what? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We have struggled with our new software that we're using. Guess what? I have to do chicken butt. I need to do the beaks and the eyeballs. So beaks, gonna use a little stylus to do the beaks, and then I'll use the stylus to do the eyeball. But let's do all the beaks first on our little crows. So we're going back to the old online, our old desktop QuickBooks instead of the online. The online was not serving us well. It was very difficult to do my job. The reports weren't there that I needed on a daily basis to do my job. The reports weren't there for workers' comp for me to do my job. So we really don't have a choice. We are a construction company, and you need to know if you're making a profit on every job. You need to be able to see who you owe, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful that we're going back. Okay, I'm actually just going to take a little brush, and I am just going to go along the edge. I'm getting off as much paint as I can. And which side do I want to? I want to just kind of shade I'm going to use the little brush, and I'm going to kind of shade that. You take as a project to the fairgrounds for the fair. I have a small craft show at the Elks. Oh, nice. Okay. So do you have a booth at the fair? Tell me all about that. I would love to know. That would be really cool to have a booth at the fair. Or are you in the same little craft show that I know Jennifer has her crocheted items in there. Is that where you're taking your stuff, Jenny? I want to go see it. I am not in a position to do something like that, but I would love to be involved maybe next year. And I just kind of want to see how it works. But it was really interesting to me that she could just dump it off. Yeah, it's the Maker's Market. I have to go see it because it sounds very interesting, and I would love to see all of the creative people there. I think that's such a great idea. Okay, so this is not the traditional way of shading. Usually you would use like some type of a paper to get a lot of this off. I'm just going to kind of use my brush and shade around the edge with it and get some color on there. I don't want this to just be with my ink pad, I want to have the red on there. Maker's Market. Yeah, I would like to go check it out. I'm so excited for you guys. I had heard about it, and I think it's wonderful that it's available to you guys, and you don't have to be there the whole time. That's what I love. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of water right here to work with. I put water on, I put paint on my brush, and now I kind of want to blend this in. So I don't know if that's making sense to you guys. I want to blend it in. Okay, so I'm going to take a paper towel, get as much off as I can, and I'm going to put a little more water here and blend it a little bit more. So I usually would use like wax paper as a blender type paper to blend back and forth with my paint and my paintbrush, so that I got a great little area that, like when I'm painting, I don't know, a shading area. So to shade it easier. So I don't have any wax paper in here to do that. I was just kind of trying to use this little surface, and it worked. So this is what I was attempting to do, was just get some red around that. And I will shade it with my my ink pad still. I'm going to kind of blend that in so that it's not like a harsh line. You don't want a harsh line there. You want it to just kind of gradually blend in. That was my goal, was to just kind of get a gradual blending. Okay, there we go. Mucho better. Okay, and if you feel like it still is too much, you can work it some more. You know, just get some more water, work it some more. I want the center part to be light though, so I want the center part to be a lighter watermelon color, just like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, all right, so I think everything is the way I want it to be. Let's ink all of our edges, and we will get this thing assembled. And then you won't have to listen to me cough. I'm sorry about that. You can work 3 to 8 hours. Good. Okay, to try to, okay, perfect. They do shows all over the state. Nice. I love that. Kimberly has been working on making signs for your daughter's wedding using chocolate product in your crate. How fun is that? That's awesome. I love that. Love that. Love that. All right. Well, you know, I haven't been to the fair in years, but you are a reason, and Jennifer is a reason for me to go. That would be my only reason. Honestly, I can't go for the food. You know how a lot of people go and they're like, oh, I'm just going to go and just eat my way through the fair because there's so many yummy things. Darlene can't do that because I'm allergic to it all. So I go there and I do like to look. I think it would be good just to get exercise walking around. I think I may suggest that to my husband because he likes to just go and walk, you know, at the trail. But hey, what if we go walk at the fair? That might be great. Might be fun. Might be the thing to do. So has the fair opened already? See, I've been gone. So I haven't really noticed and known. And I don't watch TV, so I don't see commercials. Fair's already started, or not. Or is this just, you're just stocking your store? Let me know. I don't want to go to the fairgrounds and it's not open. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I really haven't paid attention because you used to would see all the advertising for the fair on TV. And when I gave up watching TV, oops, I dropped one of my watermelon seeds. So let me grab that because I can see it right now before it moves anywhere. I'm going to grab it. It keeps going. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's move everything up. Up we go. And let's shade the edges. So I am still going to shade the edges. You're working the last 2 as it doesn't open until June. Okay, perfect. I'm just talking right now. You have a meeting tonight and you'll post pictures. Perfect. I would love to see that. I think that's exciting. I am so happy for those people that were able to get in on that. What an experience. I think that's great. And you don't have to be there the whole time. So I'm interested to see how that goes. See if there's any issues with theft. Do they have cameras? Are they watching the areas? That type of thing. Because we know how bad it is just at craft shows at the fairgrounds. We had a lot of theft at when Blenda had her show there, Seasons. They did have theft. So hopefully they have that covered as far as cameras and all of that stuff for you guys. I'm excited though. Wow, that's great. That is great. Well, okay, so I'm preparing for June. I'm preparing to go for June, but I can't wait to see your booth. Share with us. And tell Jennifer to send me a picture. Or I will send her a message and have her send a picture. Who else is in there that I would know? I just love that. See, here's the thing, guys. I know I can't do this, so I'm so happy my friends can. Okay, so isn't that the way that we should be? We should be happy for our friends' successes. We should cheer everybody on and not be jealous of things like that. I mean, I could be jealous and say, oh my gosh, it should be me. No, it shouldn't be me because I don't have time to do all of that. But maybe another time. So anyways, cheer your friends on. Share their successes and be happy for them. And don't be jealous about things like that. Because guess what? Sometimes it's going to be your turn. And they're going to be happy for you too. Right? So yeah, that's how I always feel. It's kind of like that at our craft shows. Our craft shows are so different that I do. Our craft shows that are all blended, that are boutique style. We are a team and we help each other. And it's so different from just doing a street fair where every vendor is separate. I'm just used to working with women that that cheer for each other. Even when they're coughing their guts out like this. Everyone is still cheering me on. And they're still listening, or they're turning their volume down, one or the other. Okay, getting everything out. I think we're ready to assemble. They have a fence around the area and products 4 feet from the fence. These guys, oh, perfect. Perfect. I love that. I love that. That is great. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Hi, Cheryl. Laura says, now taking a small break, watching you sitting outside while the puppy is napping. Oh, how fun. Laura, she said, man, cleaning her garage, setting up tables for a rummage sale this weekend. It's pretty warm out. Let's see. But storms expected on Thursday. Oh, first day of the sale. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope that they just go right over the top of you and you don't have to deal with any storms. That is not fun. And then Jenny said they bring all the siding stuff. They just need the product. That is great. I love that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So wonderful. I love to hear all this. I think it's great. I know it's funny for some people because there are many people that think, well, why not me? Why can't I do this? You know what? It's not your turn. Oh my goodness. Heavens to Betsy. This cough has got to go. So I'm thinking that here's what I did last time, and I forgot about this. So last time when I had a horrible, terrible, no good, no fun cough forever, I would drink hot lemon honey water before I did my Facebook Lives, and it really helped. So I think that I need to start doing that. I think that hot lemon honey water is in order. I actually have lemon powder, guys. When I was going to Africa, I thought of everything because I was like, okay, I'm taking tea with me. And I took powdered lemon with me too. So I have lemon powder because our lemon trees are not in, they're not, they don't have lemons on them. So right now they have a bazillion little tiny nubs. So they had lots of blooms. The week before I went to Africa, they had all these gorgeous blooms and the orange trees and clementine and lime trees. Everything smelled so good. And then I came back and they have all these little nubs on them. I don't know what they're called. Little tiny fruit that's growing. And it's just so cute. Okay, drink of water, darling. Okay, here we go. Oh my heavens, I don't have very much left, so water, that is. My water's almost gone. So I think that's what I need to do is my hot lemon honey water. Okay, Darlene, put that on your agenda. What I need to do is just put that out there on the counter, and then when I get up in the mornings, I'll remember. So when I go to get my coffee ready, instead I will make the hot lemon honey water. It really does help. Does anybody else ever use that when they're sick? I know my mom used to get so sick, and there were times that she actually would have to put whiskey in it to cut the cough because she got bronchitis almost every single year. She either got bronchitis or pneumonia. And you know what? It's funny because they used whiskey as a medication to break all that up. My mom was not an alcoholic. My mom was not a drinker. My mom was a very strict Mormon, but she would put that into her into hot honey lemon water with some whiskey in it to cut the cough, because she would get her ribs would hurt so bad. I think, is that called pleurisy, when you get like that, your ribs are hurting so bad and they're infected from coughing so much? Is it pleurisy or something like that? Anyways, yeah, that was her trick. I won't be doing that. There is not going to be any whiskey in this girl's hot lemon water. But I might bring that in with me, the hot lemon water, because that would soothe my throat. Hello, Darlene. Sometimes you just have to think. Because I mean, that is just a natural thing. I actually here's a funny thing, guys. When I had my allergic reaction over in Africa and my throat killed me to even swallow, I had honey with me, and I put some into my coffee, and it helped a lot. Because, and actually not coffee, tea. I put tea and I put honey, and that really helped a lot. Guess what? That S didn't go there. Hello, that S goes at the bottom. Okay, no wonder I'm like, why doesn't it fit right? Okay, that's my S for summer, Darlene. We are almost done. Bear with me. Sometimes after you've been sick, your brain just isn't thinking, right? Oops, let me raise that up so you can see everything. Look how cute this is, guys. This is turning out super cute. I love it. It is fun. I'm going to try to scooch this over. It moved on me. There we go. Barely. Okay. All right, we're almost done. Just have to place that last little crow and this piece and then put it into the stand and we're done. All right. Summer. There we go. Okay, so there's that. There goes the cough again. Oh, two crows. Okay, so one, oh, and a bow. So, okay, hello. I have to heat up the glue gun really quick, and then I can glue that on there. Okay, so glue gun, do your thing. You get the stuff away from it. No paper by it. Hi, Bridget. How are you? You heard blackberry brandy. Oh, yeah, that would be good. Apple cider vinegar, perfect. Okay, great suggestions. I'm gonna try these. Yeah, we do have apple cider vinegar. Kimberly does that too. Your mom used to. Yeah. The whiskey thing, well, you know, I'm sure that it worked and it made people feel better. It made them forget about their illness, right? And they could get away with it. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. But yeah, can't even imagine my mom. I think my uncle got it for her. She couldn't have went and bought that. Okay. All right. There we go. Got everything in place. Got to do a little bow. Little bow is going to go like right here. And last cough? I don't know. Probably not. I'm really trying not to cough. Okay, so I am just going to tie a little bow with jute. And then we'll glue it on there. My glue gun needs to heat up, but it will be heated up soon. So we're going to pretend. We'll see how fast that glue gun heats up. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it surprises me. Okay, so tiny bow. Just trim that down to size. Try it out. Make sure it's what you want it to be. A little bit shorter. Okay. There we go. That's going to go right there. I'm going to move my crow because I really want to see his little face. And then we'll be gluing that on. We'll hot glue that in a second. This needs to go in here. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue on here. And then we'll be hot gluing the back. Like hot buttered rum when you had... Oh, okay. Helps you sleep too. I bet it did. I bet it really did. Yeah. That's great. I've never... Oh, guess what? It's a little bit tighter than I thought it was going to be. Oh, hello. Okay. I might need to sand that. Sometimes when you paint it, oh, maybe it's going to go. Okay. It's a tight fit. So what I'll do is I'll loosen up the fitting part so it's easy for you guys. It's really tight on the sides. Okay, so what I will do is I will take the sander. So if you ever get one that doesn't go in, I usually will try to dry fit it first, and I didn't do that. But I'm just going to sand the edge a little bit so that it'll go in easier. I'll sand both sides. But I'll loosen up the whole part for you guys to make it easier. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Oops, that little crow just wants to keep jumping off. It's just not set up yet. Hello, Darlene. I just want to jump. Okay. And then sometimes I'll sand this back part right here too. Okay, so once in a blue moon, the wood will just be a slightly different thickness. It's just in the manufacturing. There's nothing that we can do about it because we don't know that it's that way because you can't even see it. Okay, so if it doesn't go, then I'm going to have to just sand it a little bit more. Yeah, it's just barely off. And like I said, I will loosen up the slot so that it's easy for you. There we go. Okay, because I don't want it to be difficult for you. So I'll just make that slot just a little bit bigger. Okay, so the hot glue gun should be plugged, should be hot by now. Holy cow, Darlene. All right, let me grab a glue stick and we can do this. Okay, there is a glue stick in there, but I don't know if it's going to last. So I only need a little bit of glue right there. Okay, for this and then the back side. So let's hold this for a second. I feel like my little guy moved. I'm going to re-glue him on. Okay, so I am going to put more glue on him and glue him right there so that he shows better. How's that? That looks cute. Okay, so we are all done with this, but I like to run a bead of glue along the back so that This backer is not the base will never get detached from it. It just is something that I do. I do it because I take these to my craft show and I sell them, and I don't want the base to get detached ever and have somebody get home and they've dropped the base somewhere in the craft show. So here we go. All right. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we're done. Yay! Thanks for bearing with me, guys, and my froggy voice. It will get better. I know it will. Okay. Yeah, super cute. I'm not going to touch the back because it is very hot. I'm going to put you up to me, and we're going to get a close-up of this. And my lovely hair. And my cough. Yep. So I'm going to go try the honey lemon stuff right now. Yeah. I actually really like, it doesn't bother me, you know, hot lemon. It's like having tea with hot lemon. Yeah, just honey, lemon, hot water, and voila. Okay, guys. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Yes, I am doing much better just from yesterday. Absolutely. If I could stop coughing. Okay, guys. I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. I'm going to go do my thing. See you guys tomorrow.